Parashat Shelach. The main topic of this Parasha, obviously, it's about the Jewish people going to Moshe Rabbeinu and says, please, we want to check the country. And there is a question, a very famous question of, if there was so bad and Moshe Rabbeinu knew what's going to happen next, why he actually sent the Meraglim? Why he sent the spies? Why HaKadosh Baruch Hu told them he knows what's going to happen, that is not good? So the Midrash says, and the Gemara wants to bring, that is like a business. When you go to buy a house from someone or a car, so you want to check the seller if it's good. So you tell him, can I do inspection to the house, or can I try the car? And if he will answer, yes, of course you can do it, so you don't even need to do it, because if he's so confident by telling you that you can do it, so therefore there's no problem. You know that you can trust him. Moshe Rabbeinu, the same way, he wanted to tell the Jewish people, listen, of course we can go. Shlach lechan, yeah, you can do it. But he wasn't thinking to himself that they're actually going to do it. Other opinion says that he thought they only wanted to check how to go to Israel, not if to go or not. So that was the misunderstanding between Moshe and the Jewish people. But this is on the pshat. We need to go a little bit deeper, because if it's so problematic and not such a good idea to send Meraglim to Israel, so why later on Yeshua ben Nun, that he was part of the spies, he was the one who was sending Meraglim to Israel? We know the story with Kalev and Rachav and etc. So if you were a part of the Meraglim and you know that is not a good idea, why you yourself sending now before you go to Israel? So there is a famous question that everyone asks himself from the first day that you start to think. The dilemma, the conflict between emunah, faith in God, bitachon, trusting HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and ishtadlut, putting a little bit effort, doing something. You never know if you need to trust HaKadosh Baruch Hu and that's it, and everything will be fine, or ishtadlut, you need to do something from yourself, right? Where the border is going between them, it's very difficult. You can tell me, oh, I need shiduchim, I need parnasa, I want kids, but I'm not going to do anything about it because I have emunah in HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and whatever I get, everything will be fine. At the same times, we know that Adam le'amal yulad, we're here to work, we're here to do something, right? Petach v'petach, you need to open yourself. So what exactly we need to do? So Rabbi Eliyahu Eliezer Desla bring on the book Mechtav Me'Eliyahu. Talk about this, the first book of Mechtav Me'Eliyahu, I think on page 187. He talk about the bitachon and emunah, and he bring actually this parsha Shlach lecha anashim, and he says, what's going on? Where is the border between those two things? When you need to trust HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and when you need to go the extra mile and do something. So he says it's up to you. The answer is that it's based on us. It means when people are really in a high madrega, they trust HaKadosh Baruch Hu, they have this emunah, they don't need to do anything. Like the story of that rabbi that was teaching his students in his house, and he was really poor, he didn't have nothing. His wife told him, please, go outside, you need to work, you need to support the family. I can't anymore. We have kids, we need to feed them, we need something. And he couldn't live. He likes the Torah, but he told to his students, I'm sorry, I have to go, I need to support my wife and kids. And he closed the book, and with tears, he's crying, and he leaves his house, and he's going outside. And as soon as he opened the door of his house, he see a diamond, something that is shining literally on his house. Took it. He's telling to his wife, here, take it, go to downtown to the Bukharian people, they're gonna give you the price, and that's it. And then he's going back to his student and says, I'm really sorry that I needed to leave the class in the middle because I needed to support my family, so I went to work. The student telling, Rabbi, you went to work? You didn't do anything. You find the diamond and that's it. Says, no, I closed the book. For that rabbi, closed the book and leave the room that was already work. It means that ishtadlut and emunah, it's based on your level. For some people, they have big emunah, they don't need to do anything. Says Rabbi Dessler, listen, the Jewish people at the time of the desert, they have the clouds of glory, they have the man, the water of Miriam, they have all of these protection, they have the miracles. They don't need to do ishtadlut. They don't need to go to Israel to check the country. They need to trust HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But when they did it, now they lowered themselves. Now Yeshua says, you know what? Now you actually need to send Meraglim, because now you have to do ishtadlut. Now we lost this level of emunah. That's why HaKadosh Baruch Hu told to Moshe Rabbeinu, Shlach lecha, it's up to you. If you have emunah, you don't need to. But if you don't, you definitely need to do this ishtadlut. And that was the problem of the Jewish people at the time of Shelach lecha meraglim. Sometimes in life you need to do that. Ashlech al Hashem yavcha ve'u yechalkeleka. You need to know that sometimes close your eyes, let HaKadosh Baruch Hu to take care of the situation. So it means that at the end of the day, and this is the answer, it's up to us. Yes, we need to work. We need to do ishtadlut. We need to look around and see how we can solve everything of shidduchim, of parnasa, of beriut, of whatever we need. But at the same time, we need to have emunah. And sometimes in life, you need to know that it's not about you anymore. It's everything in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And everything it will be for good. And that was the mistake of the Jewish people at that time. They were in a level, in a high madrega. They needed to know that now is not time for ishtadlut. And my bracha to everyone, that we're gonna elevate ourselves to such a level of emunah, of faith in HaKadosh Baruch Hu, of bitachon, that the ishtadlut that we're gonna do, it's only to ask. And says, Potech et yadecha. And we're really gonna open our hand. HaKadosh Baruch Hu right away will says, Umasbi'a lechor hayratzon. We're gonna be in that level that for us the ishtadlut is only to ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and He will already take care of us. Shabbat shalom to everyone. Shabbat shalom.